The flagship beer of Baltimore's Duclaw Brewing Company, which is nestled on Yellow Brick Road. For real, the brewery is actually located on Yellow Brick Road. This is Sweet Baby Jesus American Porter. Now, like their neighbor in Frederick, Flying Dog Brewery, Duclaw got in a bit of trouble with the name of this beer. Now, there had been numerous complaints of blasphemy with just the sheer usage of Jesus' name for a beer label, so much so that a Cleveland, Ohio area grocery store chain even pulled it from their shelves. Despite the controversy, Sweet Baby Jesus is the top-selling beer for the brewery, accounting for 35 to 40% of the brewery's total sales. It inspired Duclaw to create a coffee-infused version called Sweet Baby Java in 2017, with a much less potentially offensive name. And according to the notes for the beer, it was first brewed in 2011. This chocolate peanut butter porter is jet black in color with a tan rocky head, full body and creamy, luxurious mouthfeel. Its lightly sweet malty flavor is accented by rich flavors of chocolate, coffee, and peanut butter, and balanced by a subtle hop character and moderate 6.5% ABV. Sweet Baby Jesus finishes smooth, dry, and roasty with lingering notes of chocolate and peanut butter so savory you will exclaim its name. Now, this, of course, was written several years ago. The beer, in its current state, is now 6.2% ABV. It comes into us at 33 IBUs, and it won the Great American Beer Festival Bronze Medal. The hop variety is Chinook. The grains used are Pilsner Munich, chocolate malt, and Crystal 150. Now, in my review back on June 14th, 2014, I found the aroma to be very decadent and had a very peanut butter scent. Upon tasting it, after it took me a while to decipher, I felt like it tasted like a processed Reese's peanut butter cup, though very heavy and not a beer for sessions. I really like this beer, and I ended up giving it an 8.5 out of 10. Very interested to try this beer. Once again, it's been 6 years, I think, since I did my review on Sweet Baby Jesus by Duclaw, and I think that was the last time I ever had this beer. So back then it was 6.5% ABV, now it's 6.2%, which interests me because that kind of tips me off that maybe the recipe changed. Like, why is it less than ABV? Is there a reason for it? Is there a difference to this beer today than it was in 2015? I felt that it was a peanut butter cup in a glass, an alcoholic version of a Reese's peanut butter cup. But we'll see if it has that same kind of taste that I remember, which I've had so many beers over the last 5 years, 6 years, that maybe I don't remember so much. Pouring this American Porter into the pint glass, khaki head, as you can kind of see, decent retention on the head. It's kind of sticking with me for a while. Really jet black look to this beer. Not really seeing any notes of red or anything in this, so you got that look of the porter that I really, really like in this. So that's where it's consistent with my review. And aroma-wise, definitely getting a peanut butter cup sensation. I know, I like I said, 6 years ago, that's a long time. I don't know exactly what I was smelling. This tastes like more like a sweeter version of a peanut butter. Or, I'm sorry, smells like it. I haven't tasted it yet. This smells like a more sweeter version of a peanut butter cup. Smell much sweeter than, like, if I had a Reese's peanut butter cup, and I wish I did, right next to me. I sniffed the peanut butter cup, I would get a very chocolatey, peanut buttery smell. Much more mildish version of that. This one is uber sweet on the nose, and I'm getting a little bit of a roasted quality too. So there's a little bit of a difference in the aroma of this rather than like a peanut butter cup, but it definitely does bring back some hints of that. Taste-wise, this is the big one. I would say a medium mouthfeel, and a chocolatey, peanut buttery taste. Not quite heavy on the peanut butter. I would argue that it's about, I would say a 70% chocolate, 20% peanut butter, 10% roasted kind of quality. And definitely in the back of the tongue, I'm getting that roasted quality of this beer. It's a good one though. I do like this, and not sure again exactly what the difference would be between this and what I had 5 years ago, if any, other than ABV, obviously. So I'm just thinking, like, if I gave it an 8.5 before, I wouldn't go that high this time around. I'd still give it a decent score. I'd still go give this one an 8. It just doesn't have that extra oomph. And I was a little disappointed based on my notes of the aroma and even the taste. And I really thought it was going to be Reese's Peanut Butter Cup in a cup. And it does have hints of that. It's just not outwardly like that. And maybe that's why I kind of paused a little bit in my earlier review of this to come up with that opinion and say that it was a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup in a glass. Maybe I had doubts that I felt that way back then. And to me now, there's really no doubt. It's not exactly like one. So very good beer nonetheless, but a little bit of a harsher taste and aroma than I would want in a beer resembling a peanut butter cup. But wouldn't pass it up anyway. So 8 out of 10 for Duclaw, Sweet Baby Jesus.